Family farms are often passed down from generation to generation, and it's not a simple process.
Millions of dollars are at stake, but as NBC 15's Amy Flugsopt found out, it's never too early to start thinking about that planning.
John and Lee, that's right. The average age of the American farmer is 57, according to the USDA. And as we all know, it's a career that is labor intensive. So as many reach retirement age, there's about to be a large amount of land, assets, and knowledge transferred to the next generation. For as long as Troy Noble can remember, he's wanted to be a farmer. After all, it's in his blood.
Well, I've been on this farm my whole life, and my dad grew up on this farm, and my grandpa, since the time he was 11, grew up on this exact farm.
While the Noble family has a proud lineage in this operation, it's not common for people like Troy to be a fourth-generation farmer.
Nationwide, less than 5% of the farms are transferred onto the fourth generation.
Corey Stallsberg is the UW Extension dairy agent for Grant and Lafayette counties. He's working hard to make sure families, just like the Nobles, are planning for the future.
UW Extension has a team of experts from the Wisconsin Center for Dairy Profitability and the Wisconsin Farm Center that can help mediate some of these conversations between the older and the younger generation.
He says it can be an uncomfortable conversation as there has to be a balance.
The younger generation needs to understand what they need from the farm to survive, and the older generation needs to know what they need to draw from the farm in order to have a pleasant retirement.
What used to be an easier process is more complex due to farm size. Dennis Noble, Troy's father, puts it all into perspective.
Actually, when I went into partnership, most of the home acreage base was here at that time, which was around 585 acres.
And now?
We have about 1,000 acres, and we milk 160 registered Holstein cows.
These larger operations, it's becoming more and more difficult. The value of the farms is several $million sometimes, and then that's just the farm land. Then you have the cattle and the equipment on top of that.
With so much money on the line,
$2,500 a cow down the line here, that's adds up really quickly.
it's a process that doesn't happen overnight.
It's easily a 3 to 5 year process.
Even though Troy and Jamie see a long future ahead of them,
We feel like we're still really young, and we have a lot of years, and Grandpa worked till he was 90, so I've got a few years left.
they're happy to know by planning early, they're giving their 3 kids the option if they choose to take over the family business.
I guess what I've always thought, that, carry on, and our kids enjoy it as much as I do, so hopefully it continues with them.
There are farm succession workshops that can help you out. If you're interested in learning more about that or maybe need some extra resources, contact your local Ag Extension agent.